Welcome to the tutorial video for Newsboard by Search Concepts. Newsboard is the easiest and most convenient way to monitor investment mood on a global scale. It uses Search Concepts' unique data stream to visualize market sentiment in online news and social media for over 1,000 of the world's most traded companies. Our sophisticated natural language processing techniques determine sentiment by analyzing statements in news articles from English and German sources around the world. In this tutorial, we will guide you through all of Newsboard's features and show you how to get the most out of this new source of data. So let's go right ahead and get started. When you launch the app, the first view you encounter is the World Sentiment Map. At one glance, you can see the aggregated sentiment of all of our monitored companies for the last 30 days based on the locations of their headquarters. The map is interactive. You can zoom into any region of interest to get a more detailed view. Use the time slider at the bottom to obtain a quick impression of the sentiment dynamics over the last few months. To be able to monitor and compare the sentiment for groups of companies, go to the Portfolio feature. By aggregating the statements into different periods that are indicated by light and dark colors, you can immediately identify those companies where news picks up momentum. Depending on how often you monitor your portfolio, you can change the aggregation and momentum period. Further information can be derived from the distribution of positive and negative statements. For example, strongly biased news might be an indication for an over or undervaluation of a company, while rather equally distributed news might imply a high degree of market uncertainty. In order to determine the need for action, portfolio volume allows you to quickly examine the news coverage for all companies in your portfolio. Newsboard enables you to create more than one portfolio. In this way, you can monitor an extensive watch list of companies that interest you. So let's now move on and explore the data for a single company. Detailed company information can be accessed by pressing the name of the company in Portfolio View or directly via our company list. In our example, we choose Apple. In the menu on the right, you can see different kinds of information available for companies. The first view shows both the overall mood as well as the sentiment for statements about important financial topics, such as stock ratings and target price announcements. By the size of the bars, you can immediately identify the hot topics in company news and make faster analysis. As in Portfolio, note how all bars contain sentiment information aggregated over two different time periods. Switching to the volume view, you can track the company's news up to 6 months back. You can click on each bar, see the number of positive and negative statements, and access the news timeline. In addition, we scale the volume graph. This means that the size of news peaks is reduced and you can discover statements that are not widely spread in the media. In this way, you may receive decisive information that might not be fully reflected in the stock price or has been overshadowed by other events. Moving to the news timeline, here you can read snippets of the actual statements that make up a company's sentiment. Every snippet is accompanied by its publication date, category, language, as well as a feedback button. As is common for highly automated analysis methods, irrelevant or wrongly classified statements might occur. Therefore, we encourage you to give us feedback. Your input is highly appreciated as it helps us to continuously improve our automatic extraction mechanism and provide even more accurate data. Note that you can filter statements based on their language from within the timeline settings. A larger bubble means that the snippet represents several similar statements from different sources. By tapping a snippet, you'll be directed to the online document we have extracted it from. For snippets that represent multiple statements, you have to select a URL first. Note that you can also access the statements to a certain topic from other views. For example, select target price for any company from the sentiment view and see all statements connected to this topic on the timeline. All Newsboard usage instructions, including mobile terms of service and subscription conditions, can be found in the info section. Thanks for watching this tutorial. We hope you found it useful and you can now enjoy working with Newsboard.